All right, everybody, welcome back to the Xavier Klein GM series. We will be going through weeks 4 through 8. And in this episode, we will not only talk about some of the highlights and lowlights of these games, but we also talk about some transactions we've decided to do for this team, changes in certain positions, some trades, and hopefully you all will enjoy it. If you do, please drop a like and subscribe to keep up with the series. So we will go ahead and start in with week number 4. In week 4 against the Falcons, I really wanted to just pay attention to some of the gameplay related to Baker Mayfield. He had some highlights in this game, but I just was looking at his general play to see when would be the time for us to pay attention to a potential QB change if necessary. This first play here for the Buccaneers on offense, Baker took way too long and was smoked from the get, creating a safety for his first play offense. This next play here shows him rolling out and just an inability to just make the right choice. He had the wheel route there and just didn't make it right. Didn't do the right thing. This was a decent play, but as you can see, the O-line was ready. On this spread formation here, there was a screen pass on 3rd and 12, which really was more Rachaad White than Baker Mayfield. Able to get it done there on the ground after the catch. Single back deuce close here. Play action set for Baker Mayfield. Hits this delayed route to our rookie Payne Durham, and that was the tight end or the receiver that made the play and not Baker. Shotgun 3 receiver set. About 2 minutes left here in this half. Baker has plenty of time, and instead of him throwing the ball away, he tries to throw a cross-body throw that easily could have been a pick. Would have been done for us. On 3rd and 9 here, Baker goes for a deep shot and misses Mike Evans by a mile. Shotgun spread again set here. In the third quarter, Baker throws a nice dot over to Rashee Rice, and the O-line was doing a great job giving Baker some time. He's setting up here on this throw, and as you can see, this is about 6 seconds before he decides to run and slide for about 4 yards, and that was just horrible. He could have taken off way sooner. Empty bench set here for Baker Mayfield. He again has the time, steps outside the pocket, which creates that sack more than the O-line doing it for him. Decent pocket. Baker goes for a deep shot here to Mike Evans, and he makes an incredible acrobatic catch. I really like that we're getting Mike Evans the ball. Baker having the time here, and this is what I was hoping he would do more of, running out at the most opportune time. I'm really happy he was able to get the touchdown on the ground, which I felt like probably saved his job for another week. Good out route here to Mike Evans, and for about 4 minutes left on the clock, this was a very big turning point for me to decide whether I was going to keep him for an additional week. Single back, 2 tight ends on the right side of the line here. Baker with the play action pass, and it was a very timed route. Hits Mike Evans once again to convert the first down and get us to the 2-minute warning. If it wasn't for this drive, I probably wouldn't see Baker Mayfield in a Bucs uniform. But they continue to convert first downs on that 4th and 1 right there, and that sealed the game. We ended up winning by a point, which tells me, are we winning because of Baker or in spite of, once again? Heading into week 6, the Pittsburgh Steelers are another tough competitor. We had a close one against the Falcons, and I continue to try to see what was this offense going to look like against another dynamic defense. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Cameron Hayward, these are all nasty defenders, and I believe they also were to grab a rookie in Keanu Benton. They did not start Kenny Pickett, Matt Ryan was picked up, and he did okay for them. I would say I was pretty happy with our defense, trying to contain him and forcing some things. Baker Mayfield here with another poor decision. I do like, though, that he is focused on trying to make sure he can get Mike Evans the ball. 3rd and 1 here for Baker Mayfield. He's looking around, taking way too much time. Tries to hit Payne Durham, and it's an incomplete pass, but as you can see, the O-line was holding up. Matt Ryan throws off his back foot here, and it's a great defensive play, which could have been picked off, and it just kept bouncing around like trips right here for Matt Ryan with 5:35 here in the first. Matt Ryan, plenty of time, looks over to the right, and I believe this is where Ryan Neal, the strong safety, stops him with 4th and inches. I'm hoping this O-line can hold, this D-line can hold up, but with this offset ace formation here, Harris just slides in and gets that first down. But it was a great effort here by my defense. About 1:30 left here in the first. Baker has the ball now and tries to do something weird, and that causes a sack and a loss of 13 yards. TJ Watt is such a man. Shotgun bunch right here for Matt Ryan. He's looking around, and the defense for the Buccaneers get it done there. You like to see the interior pressure getting through. I appreciate that there. Single back 3 receiver set here. They're going to hand it off to Rachaad White, who will take it straight up for about 12 yards. I really can see us leveraging him to be that running back 1. Trips tight end left here for the Buccaneers. Baker looking around, and he throws a crossbody throw that should have been a pick. We ended up settling for a field goal there. Shotgun formation here for Matt Ryan, and that is a great blitz coming off from the corner side by Keely Ringo. I'd like him playing slot. Maybe he could play on the outside, but I really like him playing slot. The Steelers come back, though, here after that sack and focus on George Pickens, and they end up converting a first down after that big loss. Trips right here for Matt Ryan. Throws tries to throw a dot over there, number 13. It's a great defense to shut down that drive. And now it's time for Baker to head onto the field, but nothing happens there. Single back offset ace here for the Steelers. They're going to play action this one. He tries to throw us up off his back foot. That's a big fumble here, and Logan Hall takes it to the house. So our touchdown ends up coming from our defensive side, which, as I continue to emphasize, we have to figure out how to keep some of the key positions here on this team. Great stop off the screen here for the defense. Once again, 1:50 left. Baker Mayfield having the time and makes a poor decision, which, as we continue to see in this game, we can keep adding these field goals, which is fine to a certain extent. But you keep giving a team enough opportunity, you're going to screw this up. Great play right there by Chris Godwin off this pass. It was a crazy late zig route, and it sets up for 4th and inches, which the Bucs go for here. And Baker tries to do something on this 3rd and inches call, and ends up going nowhere. They settle for another field goal. Wide receiver stack left here for Matt Ryan, and a big sack coming through the interior there by number 91. I believe that's Greg Gaines. Baker now with the ball here. The 4th quarter has a nice dot thrown over to Mike Evans, and that was some positive note there, but nothing occurs outside of a field goal. 22-9 now, offset ace here. A misdirection right there for the Steelers. Hands it off to Jalen Warren, and now the Steelers are only down after this field goal by 6 points. 3rd and 4 here. Baker hits an out route, but it's just short of the first down to Chris Godwin, and now the Steelers have the ball here with about a little over 2 minutes left here on the clock. Matt Ryan was very poised here in the pocket, and Najee Harris has a big gain on this one here to get him to about the 35-yard line. I would say that the Buccaneers defense was just starting to get a little tired being on the field for too long, and Pickens was starting to get open a little bit more throughout this game. Got about 121 left here in the fourth quarter. Trips left here. I'm hoping the defense can kind of keep it right, but it's a nice little handoff to Najee Harris for about a couple yards. But they continue to do this no huddle here, keep this formation out there. 2nd and 9. Matt Ryan just tries to hit a quick hitch, no good. 3rd and 9 here, trips right. 106 left here. This Buccaneers defense is hoping that they can just stop them a little bit more. And Matt Ryan is in trouble, able to get the ball off in time. I thought we were going to get the sack, but unfortunate there. So now it is 4th and 9 at the 18-yard line. And I'm hoping the defense can just do it one more time. Shotgun spread formation here for the Steelers. Matt Ryan, clean pocket, throws a nice post pattern right there to Calvin Austin. And the Steelers are now an extra point away from taking the lead here with less than a minute. 2nd and 10 now for Baker Mayfield at our own 25-yard line. Baker looking around again. Just too much time holding the ball, and a sack occurs, and now we're looking at 3rd and a country mile. Baker Mayfield has trips left here. I think the offense is doing what they can, but this check down means nothing. And now we have to use another timeout due to an injury of Tristan Wirfs. Shotgun spread here, 4th and 21. Baker Mayfield has the pocket. Clean pocket, throws a deep shot here, and what a snag by Chris Godwin, and we end up converting that first down. We still got a timeout left, about 20 seconds on the clock. Bounces off the head of an O-lineman. No idea how that occurred. 18 seconds now left, 2nd and 10. They're just hoping that Baker can do something, and he throws a shot over and converts the first down, but now we have to use our last timeout. 11 seconds left here on the clock. We have a spread formation set here. Baker, clean pocket, and he just throws it away. I don't know why. And now he's going to settle for what appears to be a Hail Mary attempt. As you can see, all those field goals, it looked good to, initially, but all it takes is a couple touchdowns, and we lose it all. Just as we won by a point against the Falcons, we now lose by a point here against the Steelers. And we continue to try to evaluate to see what could we do and who could we bring in to maybe shuffle some things. So on the back end of week number 6, I was trying to figure out who could I potentially bring in to compete against Baker Mayfield. Ultimately, I decided to bring in a quarterback that I felt could do something for us, and it is Cam Newton. He has a low OVR here in Madden. He's got a 64, but I feel like he could do something here, especially against his former team in the Carolina Panthers, led by Bryce Young. It's not a bad squad over there in Carolina, but they're still very young, and I believe my defense has the abilities to really do some incredible things here and slowly bring Cam Newton into the fold. Carolina Panthers have some potential pieces for the future, but I feel like we could do something now against them. We'll roll in here to 3rd and 10 for the Carolina Panthers. Stroud hits a out route here over to Hurst. That's a nice open field tackle by Keely Ringo. I think this rookie we picked up in the free agency can be really solid for us. It's now the ball for the Buccaneers, 3rd and inches. Cam Newton hits a nice little hitch route here to Mike Evans and converts his first down. And that's the first down here for Cam Newton as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I really like how he's throwing right now, and the O-line's doing well. 3rd and 4. Cam Newton takes a step back and hits a nice little cross pattern here to Cade Otton, who's going to be down at about the 38-yard line. About 9:05 left here in this first quarter, but that was a great throw by Cam. Motioning over Trey Palmer. Cam looking around here on this 1st and 10. Throws it on the run. It's a wobbler, but it is a converted first down to Chris Godwin. 2nd and 10 here. Cam looking around. He sees the pressure. Throws it on the run. Able to hit Mike Evans, who breaks a tackle, and he's going to head into the end zone. That is the first touchdown of many this game here from Cam Newton over to Mike Evans. Mike Evans has to be pretty happy, though. He was pretty quiet for most of these games up until Cam joined. Single back deuce close here for Bryce Young, and there's a fumble by Hayden Hurst, who was targeted quite often on this drive, and the Buccaneers just kept biding their time, and eventually were able to get that turnover here off that tight end. Shotgun trips for Cam Newton. We're looking at about 2:55 left here in the first, and Cam thinks about it, waits a couple seconds, and takes off. And that's what I hope some of my other quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield would do. If the routes aren't there within a couple seconds, don't put all the pressure on the O-line and take off. Shotgun here for Cam. Does it again. Breaks the tackle from Derek Brown, and he gets inside the 10 with his legs. That's all I need a QB to do. If you do that, you start putting pressure on the defense and you need to start spying him. 3rd and goal here. Cam throws a nice dot over to Mike Evans, who's able to barely get into the end zone, and that is now touchdown number 2 right here for Mike Evans in this half already. I really like that connection. Shotgun trips right here for Bryce Young. Throws a nice dot to Adam Thielen. That was a really great throw. I didn't expect that to happen, but that's pretty nice from a rookie right there. 2:30 left here in this half. Bryce hits a drag route. You would think it would have been a first down, but DJ Chark goes nowhere with the tackle from Levante David. That pretty much shuts that down. We got 20 seconds left here in the half. We're already inside the red zone. Cam Newton looking around, shifts his body, and guess who he hits? Mike Evans, who's pushed in the end zone by Shaq Thompson. I didn't expect it, but that's 3 touchdowns already in this half. Bunch right here for the Panthers. And Young's going to try to take off, and we're ready for it. At mobility, not a problem for this defense. Cam Newton hits a deep shot right there to Mike Evans, who I believe ends this game with like well over 140 yards. So I'm really proud of what he's done today. Spread formation here for Cam Newton, about 6:20 left here, and look at this. Gonna take off, get about 2, but as you can see, they're starting to spy. But that's one less person that's not dealing with our receivers. Tight formation here. White in the backfield. Cam Newton hits the drag route quickly, and there's Russell Gage with the boosters. He enters the end zone there. We're looking at 28-7. Buccaneers routing the Panthers. Empty bench bunch right here for the Panthers, and Bryce Young looking ready to cook, and Kalijah Cansey able to get a sack here to force a 4th and 17 and a punt. Shotgun tight here for the Buccaneers once again. Cam Newton looking around on 3rd and 4. It's a nice shot to this time it's Cade Otton, and he's going to get all the way into about the 33. Cam Newton already has 300 yards and 4 touchdowns with about 20 seconds left here in the 3rd. Cam Newton looking and ready to cook again. This time he hits Payne Durham, who it looks like he does fumble the ball on this play, but after review, it turns out Payne Durham was already down. Now, the reason why Payne is on the field a little more now is due to an injury of Cade Otton, who's out for 4 weeks. 2nd and goal here inside this the 10-yard line. Cam Newton decides, you know what, let's run it in, and now let's put 5 touchdowns on the board here for this veteran QB. Looking good and celebrating here inside the end zone. It's really nice to see Cam getting it done. Game was pretty much over. Todd Bowles pretty happy with the switch. Matt Rule not so much. I'm excited knowing that we have a good veteran at the helm. It's not to say that he's the end-all be-all for us right now, but I'm liking the fact that it's working out with the mix that we have. Cam Newton ended up getting the game of the week, player of the week. We're just going to roll straight into week number 8 here, and this will be the Baltimore Ravens at home with us in Tampa Bay. I really like this game mainly because it showed how strong we could be when our defense is clicking on all cylinders. Cam Newton ready to lead his team onto the field, and after his first game, I'm pretty happy with When we look at this 3rd and 8 play here in the first quarter, Cam Newton, clean pocket, throws it on the run, able to hit Russell Gage coming across the field, and he's able to convert a first down here on that play. It was a clean play, and Russell Gage was wide open. We're not able to get anything on that drive, but it's 39 here for the Ravens. 2 tight ends on the left side of that line. There goes Lamar Jackson trying to hit his running back out of the backfield and defended by Levante David. Cam Newton stepping into that throw, and he hits Mike Evans, who stiff arms a defender there at the 38-yard line. Really good throw by Cam. Spread formation here, White in the backfield. 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Cam Newton has a clean pocket. He sees the pressure and decides to run, and he's got plenty of room. And this is almost, I think it's close to 20 yards. He takes a big hit by Humphrey, but no issues there. There was an injury for the Ravens, though. Michael Pierce. 3 tight end set, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And they're going to go ahead and hand it off here to White. He's going to take it all the way inside the red zone there. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This running back looking pretty good. If we can find him a number 2, I'll be pretty happy. Empty bench set, wide bunch left. Cam Newton looking, and he hits, guess who? His favorite target, number 13, Mike Evans. Evans now has 4 touchdowns in 2 games. Get him some more. An empty bench here at the second quarter. Cam Newton decides to take off. He feels the pressure coming from behind there, number 54. Breaks a couple tackles. He's able to get to the 47-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for Cam Newton so far. 3 receiver set here on this play. He's able to hit Chris Godwin on a magical throw. I don't know how he caught it, but I'm glad he did. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 to 32. We do lose Feeler for a little bit, but I feel like the rookie Tyler Steen has been playing pretty well for us. They're going to hand it off to White here on 4th and inches. It just shows you how much confidence the coach has in their offense. They usually try to kick a field goal. They went for it there. 10-0 so far in this one. 3rd and 7 for the Ravens, who try to go for a screen here on Dobbins. Look at that tackle right there by Jamal Dean. So nasty. I'm so happy that I actually have corners that can tackle players. 3rd and 6 here for the Buccaneers. There goes Cam, ready to roll. Breaks the tackle, and he runs it all the way to about the 15-yard line. 57 yards so far for Cam Newton today. And I can't complain, man. Crowd is loving it. We get out of this one pretty clean. 12:40 left here in the 3rd. 3rd and 4th here for Lamar. Lamar throws it off his back foot, and that's an easy pick for Devin White, who's able to take it to about the 20-yard line there. About 12:30 left in the 3rd. Defense would not let this team find much rhythm. 2nd and 6 here for Cam Newton. Throws an out route here over to Payne Durham. Takes advantage of this time and scores a touchdown here against the Ravens. I love that. 2nd and 11. And as you can see, we are paying attention to the handoffs for these read options. We're going to attack where we can. It can get away sometimes, but I'm really loving defense goes downhill. 2nd and 6. Lamar nowhere to go. Sacked by Shaquille Barrett. That puts it at 3rd and 14. But no matter at times we kept trying to do this, Lamar kept converting 3rd and longs. And as you can see here on 2nd and goal, they don't stop these play actions. Rolls out, hits a dot here to Mark Andrews, which surprisingly, this ends up being their only touchdown of the game. And that doesn't happen until 4:34 left here in the 3rd quarter. That's a great accomplishment for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to hand it off here to Dobbins. Can't get away from Devin White and Vita Vea. 3rd and 5 here in the 4th quarter. Cam Newton throws a nice hit right there to Chris Godwin, who's starting to get a little more involved now, rather than it just being Mike Evans. So I'm liking the fact that Cam is spreading the ball. Single back formation. You got Ricard White in the backfield. Cam taking a 7 or 8 step back. He's going to take off running. He's able to get about 9 yards on this one. 4th and 8 for the Ravens. This is their last chance, their last opportunity. He throws a deep shot, and Antoine Winfield able to defend it. No luck there. The Baltimore Ravens. 3 minutes left here in this one. Look at this. They just rushed 3. Plenty of blockers back there, and Godwin still finds a way to be wide open. Fumbles the ball, but it does go out of bounds. No issues there, as the Buccaneers are going to go ahead and hand it off to White, who's going to score late in this one, less than 2 minutes. And the Buccaneers have a commanding lead. That pretty much ends it there. The Buccaneers did all the right things here in Week 8. And now have to start prepping, and hopefully we can get ourselves a 3-game win streak here heading into Week 9. I thought we did very well. It's really nice to have a good veteran back there. Just now have to keep prepping and moving forward. What I wanted to talk through was a new addition. Despite having a quarterback in Cam Newton, I still decided to bring in a new QB to just be there just in case, and as a future stash in Malik Willis. I think he's a good quarterback that didn't get an opportunity with the Titans, as he's now a 3rd stringer over there. We gave up Greg Gaines and Anthony Nelson, so gave us some depth, but I think that's a really good future stash. We've also decided to move our franchise to Austin. I think it's a great city and a chance for us to start our legacy in a new location. Now, I'm hoping we can get Tampa Bay a Super Bowl before we leave, but I feel it's time for us to plant our roots in a place that is growing and something that is ours. As far as the logo is concerned, we are going to rock with the armadillos. Keeps us with some of the similar colors that we do have with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it's gonna give us a new look and a new way of getting things going there in a new city. We also rocked a new uniform. It's gonna be a home team will be red with the yellow coloring. We might rock the black pants. Switch some things up, but I'm really happy with that look there. We also decided that we're gonna go ahead and not let the weather impact our games much. We're gonna be going in with the dome, so I'm really looking forward to this new stadium next season, and looking forward to the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And most importantly, subscribe to keep up with the series. Goal is to try to keep giving you guys episodes for the Xavier Klein series every Thursday, and they'll be uploaded at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I appreciate everyone that stopped by today. Y'all have yourself a good one.